go. Hey there, everybody. It's a nasty one here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Dive Bombers franchise rebuild here in Super Mega Baseball 4. We're in year number 12 here in the Green Nachos League, and year number 6 in control of the Dive Bombers. Last episode for our Bombers was another disappointing showing, as we were once again shut out for the second straight game to start the year, losing 3-0 to the Bionics, and Johnny Guerra, who almost threw a complete game shutout. He came one out shy of doing so, the 12th year vet at this point. Bryson Thicket actually pitched much better than Rebecca Radical did on opening day, but again, he got no offensive support as our team is still experiencing a championship hangover, where we are still riding off the laurels of our success from last season and have yet to do anything in this season. So hopefully that ends today, as we're on the road for the third straight game here to start the year. On the mound for us will be Philly Mack. We're 0-2 on the season, and for the Tramplers, they come in 2-0 with Gage offside the right-hander with elite Tier 2 elite curveball, Tier 2 volatile. For us, Philly Mack is Tier 2 elite curveball as well, but he is Tier 2 K neglector. Lineup for today's game, leading off in left field is locked-in Garlic Simmons, batting second and first base Albert Murphy, batting third baseman Quinn Ventura, batting fourth right fielder Salvador Pruitt, batting fifth shortstop Blake Benwood, batting sixth second baseman Arrest Blacksmith, batting seventh getting the start at DH today Lee McDonald, our two-way starter, batting eighth is catcher Marvin DeKennis, and batting ninth is center fielder Lennox Dakota, making her first start of the season over rookie CT Driver, who has not done anything so far to this point. And for the Tramplers, leading off in center field is Julia Maloney, batting second, utility player Anaya Schmidt, who's now S-tier. She's at second base, which is her primary position. Batting third in left field, locked in Alan Compton. Batting fourth, DH Sarina Roca. She is the other left fielder. Batting fifth, right fielder Teacup Legstrong. Batting sixth, shortstop Juliet Park. Batting seventh, locked in first baseman Raven Conrad. Batting eighth, catcher Malachi Tedson is starting, despite being tired. And batting ninth is the third baseman, former Furry Flyer Elijah Dyer. Offside on the mound. Let's jump into it and have some fun here as we head out to Emerald Diamond Stadium for our third game of the season. Looking to break into the win column for the first time here in year number 12. As honestly, the team hasn't shown up here in year 12. We have done nothing to earn a victory. Offense has not scored a single run. Pitching has been mostly abysmal. And basically, we're just riding off of last year's success and, haven't really woken up to realize, oh, hey, a new season started. We should probably do something, Hopefully that ends today and we get our first run of the season. We'll see. Garlic Simmons leading off. Left fielder hitting 500 on the year. He's one of the few players that have shown up here in the season. Locked in with Tier 2 first pitch Slayer, facing offside, who's making his first start of the year with Tier 2 elite curveball, Tier 2 volatile. He's one of the flamethrowers. Only has one fastball, though, which is his two-seamer. Apparently he's lost his four-seamer at some point, because I do distinctly remember him having 5 pitches at one point. Changeup, curveball, obviously his best pitch, and the slider. Junk is about average, accuracy slightly above average. But he throws hard. That's a changeup, though, high, 1-0. But his changeup is at 86. Heater away is skied to left field. That was in the middle of the zone. That is going to hang up out there for Compton. One down. Next up going to be first baseman Albert Murphy, hitting 250 on the year with Tier 3 consistent. Probably the only reason he's not tense right now is that changeup's outside, 1-0. Inside heater, caught the edge, 1-1. Slider away, Murphy drives at the left field. He went with the pitch, but it's right at Compton at the wall, 2 down. And next up, Quinn Ventura, the third baseman with Tier 3 outside pitch. He's batting 1 for 7 on the year. Curve down and in, that's low, 1-0. He also has Tier 2 stimulated, but that won't have a chance to activate until the bottom of the 7th. Two-seamer changeup there, misses low. 2-0 count to Ventura. Chased it up and in on the slider. He was hoping it would be outside. 2-1. Changeup down and in, that's a strike. 2-2. Changeup down and in, pulled foul. Ventura fights it off. He'll stay alive at 2-2. Curveball put in was chased and popped up to second. Right there for it is going to be Schmidt, and that ends the inning, 1-2-3. Like so many other times this season, we go down in order. Bottom 1, Maloney, Schmidt, and Compton go up against Philly Mack. Center fielder Julia Maloney, the veteran, up first, hitting 2 for 9 on the year, but she has a home run and 4 RBIs, so just that output alone is better than our entire team. Tier 1 Rally Starter, Tier 2 Sign Stealer, neither of which are active, but Sign Stealer has a 10% chance of activating on every pitch. Facing the veteran Philly Mack. Either inside line, she knew it was coming, but it's right at Blacksmith for the first out. Anaya Schmidt up next, the S-tier utility player, hitting 250 with an RBI. Tier 2 bad jumps will only activate on the base paths. Here's the first curveball of the season from Philly. It is chased low and fouled back, 0-1. Pushing up and away, fouled off, 0-2. Kane Neglector activates a Tier 2 for the first time this year for Philly. Screwball inside, hitting the hole to second. Diving Blacksmith to her left to smother it, throw to first. Nice play, arrest, 2 down. Now to bring up left fielder Alan Compton. He's locked in, hitting .333 with a homer and 4 RBIs. First pitch change up down and away. That is a strike called, 0-1. Screwball up and in. Chased and pulled foul, 0-2. Kane Neglector activates. Slided down and in. Chased it out of the zone, strike 3. He gone. First punch out for Philly Mack. And he matches offside with a 1-2-3 inning. Top 2, Pruitt, Benwood, and Blacksmith coming up. Salvador Pruitt leads off in right field. He's hitting a 3 for 7 on the year, I believe that is, or 3 for 8. Tier 3 volatile active. Heater in there at the knees, 0-1. Curve misses outside, 1-1. Change down the way, rope foul, out of play, 1-2 as he was out in front of it again. Chased it inside, strike 3. First punch out there for offside. 1 down for Blake Benwood, the shortstop. He's hitless on the season. Change up away, that's a strike. Go on. Slider down in the way, low, outside as well, 1-1. Curveball hangs on the next pitch, he ropes it, foul. That had home run distance though, 1-2. Because of course it did. Curve hits the outside edge, painted the black beautifully. Second punch out for offside. 2 down for Blacksmith, second baseman hitting 1 for 7 on the year. And after that strikeout, Benwood went tense. Change away on the edge, 0-1. Curve in the dirt, bounces, 1-1. Change up and in, rope foul, out of play, and that activates Tier 2 whiffer for Blacksmith as her contact goes down the tubes. Chased it inside, and offside has struck out the side here in the second. He's feeling it. Bottom 2, Roca, leg strong, and Park coming up. Here's Serena Roca, DH hitting with Tier 2 consistent, hitting 250 on the year. Either way in the first one, that's hard hit to the middle, and that is the first hit of the game for either team, as she'll be on to start the second inning here for the Tramplers. Leg strong up next, Teacup, right fielder with Tier 2 outside pitch, hitting .333 on the year with an RBI. Screwball middle in on the first one, foul back, 0-1. Check, call to strike the letters, 0-2 as that activates Kane Neglector. Throw down on the way. Low and outside, good hold from leg strong, 1-2. Slided down in the way. Chased it in the dirt, strike 3. Second punch out for Philly Mack. 1 down for Juliet Park, the veteran shortstop, hitting .286 on the year. That's 2 for 7. She has Tier 2 magic hands. That's a defensive trait, though, so no worries about it on offense as that heater's low, 1-0. Screwball up and in. Whiff through it, 1-1. Change it down and in. Out in front of it, 1-2, fooled her badly. Kane Neglector activates. Push him up and away. Outside and high, 2-2. Throw down and in. Off the corner inside, 3-2. Change it down in the way. Hitting the hole, base hit the left field. As that, we're not even going to try to dive for that one. 2 on, 1 down now. Tramplers are threatening here in the second. Here's Raven Conrad, the locked-in first baseman. Hitting Tier 2 first pitch prayer. Batting .667 in the year, and she has hit a home run. That's why she's getting the start today, because she's on a hot streak right now. First pitch slider down and in. Strike called, 0-1. And this is some pretty good hitting ratings when locked in. Forcing her away. Fouled off out of play by Conrad, 0-2. Kane Neglector activates. For bumping in. Ooh, she just managed to get a piece of that one, 1-2. Change up and away. Pulled foul and out of play. Count remains at 0-2. Slide it down in the way. Chase, number to short, slow roller. Benwood flips the second. 1. Blacksmith the first. Double play. Love to see it. That is a one. That's a double play to end the inning as we get out of the jam. Top 3 were scoreless, though. Lee Mack, DeKennis, and Dakota coming up. Leading off the inning will be DH, two-way player Lee McDonald, Lee Mack as he is affectionately known. He's a number 4 starter in the rotation, and he's also a utility infielder in his, it's his night job. He moonlights as an infielder. He's DHing today because he's our best option off the bench to hit. He's batting 1,000 as a pinch hitter, 1 for 1 for those curious. That's down and in for a strike called from offside as he's locked in after striking out the side last inning. Heater outside, 1-1. Heater at the knees, rocked by Lee Mack to left center, slicing away from the Maloney as she goes after it. That is going to be extra bases. Riding into second safely on the slide is going to be Lee Mack. First our first hit today. Next up, catcher Marvin DeKennis with the RBI opportunity here with nobody out. Batting 1 for 4 in the year. Getting the start today over our other catcher, Alicia Nunez. That curveball's up there at the letters, 0-1. Down and in change, misses, 1-1. Change up rope foul by DeKennis. He was out in front of it, 1-2. Heater up and in, hit up the middle. Over forward is Schmidt on the backhand. She has no play at third. She'll take the out at first. 1 down, moving up is Lee Mack, and that's going to bring up center fielder Lennox Dakota, getting her first at bat and first start of the year. Getting the start of a rookie CT driver. Dakota going to try and bring home our first run of the season. Curveball in there, but it's low, 1-0. Curveball hangs up the middle, 1 hopper to Schmidt. She'll take the out at first. It's going to be an RBI ground out. Lee Mack has scored. Bombers take their first lead and first run of the season. We're up 1-0, and it only took us 20 2/3 innings to score a run. Because we were shut out each of the first 2 games and the first 2 innings and 2 outs of this one. We're on the board, folks. It's only up from here. Here's Garlick. He's 0 for 1 with a fly out to left field. First pitch curve hung, and that's lined up the middle. That's a base hit for Garlick. He'll be on to keep the inning alive here with 2 down in the third. That is going to bring up Albert Murphy, who also flew out to left field his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Great arm behind the plate. We're not running on him as that curves in there for a called strike. Little hack activates at tier 2 for the first time today for Murphy. Heated down in the way, line softly to third. Right there for Dyer, and that ends the inning. Run, though, on the board. It's an RBI ground out to Dakota. 1-0, bottom 3. Tedson, Dyer, and Maloney. 8-9-1 due up for the Tramplers. Here's catcher Malachi Tedson, more known for his defense than his offense. Batting 1 for 6 on the year with tier 1 contact for his left-hander. Quick refresher on the Tramplers' team build. Here it is. They're tier 2 competitive, tier 2 disciplined, and tier 2 scholarly, tier 2 crafty as well. Spirited is stuck at tier 1. If they could just get disciplined to tier 3, this probably be a much better team. First pitch to Tedson, heater down from Philly Mac, 1-0. Curveball up at the letters, fouled back, 1-1. Slider down in the way, fouled off, 1-2. Almost took out the on-deck batter. Where's he up and away? Chased it, strike 3 out of the zone. He elevated the heater and he went after it. Third punch out for Philly Mac. He gone! Elijah Dyer up next, former Furry Flyer third baseman, batting .333 with an RBI. Still has great defense, and he is actually a respectable hitter here 12 years deep in the series. Yeah, Dyer's 35 years old, and he's one of the OG players here in the league. He's still kicking. Get up and away, that is a strike, 0-1. Throw down. That's Chopper in the hole to third. Cut off by Ventura to his left. Throw to first. 2 down. Dyer retired thanks to slow poke. And here's Maloney with tier 1 rally starter active. 0 for 1 today. Slider up and away in the first pitch. Fouled off. 0-1. 2 down in the way. Grounded hard. Right at Ventura though as he picks it. Throw to first. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Philly Mac. Top 4, it's 1-0. Ventura, Pruitt, and Benwood. Heart of the lineup coming up. Here's Ventura. He's 0 for 1 today. First pitch away, caught the edge. 0-1. What a hit! What a pitch right there. Curveball down at the knees, skied to left center field. That's going to hang up though for Maloney. 1 down. Next up, Pruitt. He's 0-1 with a strikeout. Chased the two-seamer. It almost busted his wrist, as that's low out of the zone on the two-seamer. 1-0. Heater up, rope to right field as that's past the diving glove of Schmidt. 1 out knock for Pruitt as offside no longer locked in. Here's Benwood. He's 0-1 with a strikeout. Got caught looking on a curveball in the outside corner. Curve in there at the knees. 0-1. Heater up and away. Chase. Soft liner. 1 hopper to third. Picked by Dyer. Still gets the out at second. Throw to first. Not in time. Fielder's choice. 2 down, runner at first for Blacksmith, who also struck out her first time up. She's 0-1. Offside locked in again. Heater low. 1-0. Slider inside, pulled foul, out of play. 1-1, protecting the corner. Slider down and in. Rope by Blacksmith to the left center gap. That's going to get down. 1 hop into the wall, and Benwood's got wheels. He's heading to third. Maloney gets it off the wall. Throw into the cutoff man. Park's throw home is late. It is a RBI double for Blacksmith. 2-0 Bombers. And here comes Lee Mack. 1-for-1 with a double and a run scored. Offside no longer locked in. Changeup misses low. 1-0. Curve up. Caught the letters. Just barely got the edge. 1-1. Slider down. Hard hit at the middle. Backhanded by Schmidt to her right. Good range. Throw to first, and that ends the inning. RBI double, though, for Blacksmith with 2 outs. Gets us our second run. 2-0, bottom 4. Heart of the lineup coming up, though, for the Tramplers. Schmidt, Compton, and Roca. There's Anaya Schmidt, 0-1. First pitch curve at the knees. Chopper to third. Ventura charges. He's been busy today. Throw to first. 1 down. I think he's made the last 3 outs himself. Compton up next. He's 0-1. No longer locked in either. Way lined into center field. He almost took Philly Mack with him. That is a single for Compton to lead off with 1 down in the inning. And here's Roca, 1-for-1 with a single herself. Screwball away. Checked outside. 1-0. Down and in. Turned on by Roca. Hit deep to right center field. Carrying well. Dakota running out of room. Leaping at the wall, but it was futile, as that one's going to trample its way over the mountains there. It's a home run for Roca as she delivers her first of the year, and we're all tied up at 2. Good swing from Roca. She got around on that heater down and in, and she put it in the seats. Leg strong up next, 0-for-1 today. Slider up, that drifted over the outside part of the plate. Pruitt comes in, slides, and he can't make the catch. Unfortunately, Salvador's not known for his fielding, so that is going to be a single. 1 down, and here's Park. 1-for-1 with a single. They will not give him an error, and he did not go tense, thank God. With Volatile, that's always a risky run. First pitch curveball down and in. Strike called at the knees. 0-1. Where's he been down and away? Off the corner. 1-1. Just missed the edge. Slider up and in. Whiff through it. 1-2. Caught her off guard. K neglector activates for Philly. Change it down and away. Lined right at Blacksmith, though. She'll reach up for the second out. Almost threw that over the first baseman's head. Next up, Conrad, who's 0-for-1. Into a double player first at bat. Goes him up and away. Strike called at the letters. 0-1. Screwball at the knees, right in the middle. Fouled off. 0-2. Out in front of it. Slided down and away. Chased it. Number to short. Charging Benwood. Will throw to first. And that ends the inning. Home run, though, for Roca. Ties the game up at 2 as the Tramplers find themselves on the board. Top 5, DeKennis, Dakota, and Simmons coming up. All it takes is one mistake. Here's DeKennis, 0-for-1. Grounded out to second his first at bat. Slider taken high, 1-0. Slider low this time, 2-0 from offside. Heater down and in. Jams DeKennis as he sends it to left center. He flipped it the other way, but it's going to hang up out there for Compton. 1 down. Next up going to be Dakota for 1 with an RBI ground out, scoring our first run of the season. Grounded after Schmidt. Change up in there at the knees. 0-1. High heater misses. 1-1. Slider away, hit well by Dakota, but that's going to hang up out there in the gap. Running it down is Compton once again, calling off Maloney. 2 down, and that'll bring up Simmons at the top of the lineup. He's 1 for 2 and locked in. Change up high and in, well out of the zone. 1-0. Get it down and in, hard grounder at the middle, backhanded by Schmidt. Throw to first. It's a 1-2-3 inning for offside. He gets through 5. Halfway home here today. It's a 2-2 game. Bottom 5, Tedson, Dyer, and Maloney coming up. And we're in the league where the pitchers don't bat, so we can empty the tank on these guys and not worry about having to pinch hit for them later. Here's Tedson. Catcher's 0 for 1 today. Ball down and away, pulled foul, out of play, 0-1. Slider middle away. 1 hopper to short. Benwood bungles it, but picks it up in time. Throw to first, 1 down. Dyer up next, 0 for 1 today. Puts him down and in, that's a strike, 0-1. Slider up and in. Checks, strike called, 0-2. Whipper activates a tier 2 against K Collector with tier 2. Or K Knee Collector. Scribble down on the way, chased, nubbed foul, 0-2. Scribble down on the way. Chased it in the dirt, picked by DeKennis. Throw to first, 2 down. He gone. 5th punch out for Philly Mac. And here's Maloney, 0 for 2. Or sorry, 4th punch out. That's on me, I can't math. To be fair, it is 1 in the morning. Heater away, outside, 1-0. Change it down and in. That's not a strike. It's inside. 2-0. 2-0 pitch. Slider up and in. Fouled off. 2-1. Rally starter not active here in the tie game. Change up taken low. 3-1 on the check swing. Four-seamer inside off the edge. Ball 4. First walk for Philly. Here's Schmidt. 0 for 2. Four-seamer up and away. Line over first. Leaping is Murphy, but he can't get there in time. It's past him into the corner, and we got wheels coming from first. Pruitt gets it in the cutoff man. Hurry. Relay throw coming home. Not in time. RBI double for Schmidt, and the Tramplers take the lead 3-2. All because of that 2-out walk. There's Compton 1 for 2 with a single. They'll kill you. Slowly but surely, they will kill you. Change it down and in. Low 1-0. Ball up and away. Compton fouls it off late. 1-1. Forcing her up and in. Chased, skied it left of center. Holding up for Dakota, who calls for it. She'll put it away to end the inning. But a 2-out double after a 2-out walk from Schmidt gives the Tramplers their first lead. 3-2. Top 6. Murphy, Ventura, and Pruitt. Heart of the lineup coming up. Here's Murphy, 0 for 2 today. Trying to get it started against the locked-in offside again. Curve up and in, that's a strike, 0-1. Auto hack activates. Heater up, lined over the shortstop. That's going to drop in left center for a hit. Cut off by Compton, and it'll only be a single. Murphy on with his first hit today. He's 1 for 3. Here's Ventura, who's 0 for 2. Slider on the edge. What a pitch, 0-1. Chased it up and in, 0-2. Curveball away, pulled in the hole to short, backhanded by Park, flipped the second one, Schmidt the first, not in time, fielder's choice. 1 down for Pruitt, he's 1 for 2 with a single. And a strikeout, heater away, 1-0. Heater at the knees, blasted by Pruitt, deep right center field, he got a fastball center cut, and that one's going to be dropped in on the target as it almost clears the seats out there in right center. It pops back down there into the tunnel. 477. He absolutely murked that ball. First of the year for Pruitt. First of the year for the Bombers organization. It's 4-3. We're back in front. Benwood up next. He's 0 for 2. Reached on a fielder's choice last at bat. He's also struck out. Offside now goes directly from locked in to tense mojo. Oof. Rough. Must have been high pressure hit. Curve on the hanger. Didn't swing. 0-1. Heater down the way. Line right at the shortstop. 2 down. And here's Blacksmith, 1 for 2 with an RBI double last at bat. Chased it away out of the zone. Nubber in the hole between first, second, and the pitcher, and it's in no man's land. That's an infield single for Blacksmith, as she'll reach. It's a swinging bunt. She's on with 2 down for Lee Mack, 1 for 2 with a double. Can we get her around from first, though? She has tier 1 base jogger, so we'll see. Curveball hangs, and there at the letters, 0-1. Down and in, curve misses, 1-1 to Lee Mack. Curve out the knees, rope past the diving glove of the first baseman into right field as Conrad gave it an effort, but she couldn't make the play fast enough. First and second now, 2 down for DeKennis. Catcher 0 for 2, offside staying out there. Well out of the zone in the changeup away. Almost got past the catcher. 1-0. Changeup down. 1 hopper. Picked by Schmidt. Throw to first. That ends the inning. But we get a home run from Pruitt. Our first homer of the season as a team. 4-3. Bottom 6. Roca, Legstrong, and Park coming up. Is Philly Mack going to try and get a quality start under his belt? Here's Roca. 2-run homer last at bat. She also has a single. And rally starter activates for the first time today for her. Tier 2 consistent active as well. First pitch heater down in the way. Off the corner, 1-0. Slider up and in. Inside, 2-0. Go down and in. Check, strike at the knees, 2-1. Screwball away. Ooh, outside, 3-1, no call. Goes me down and in. Ball 4, second walk today for Philly Mack. Roca reaches. Here's Legstrong, 1 for 2 with a single. Single blast at bat. Change it down and in low. 1-0. Closing up and in. High again. 2-0. Slider middle in. Foul back. 2-1. Go down and in. Hit well by Legstrong. Deep center field. Dakota on the run. Running out of room. Leaps at the wall and makes a nice catch. Taking away extra bases, Lennox Dakota shows why she's out there. She's got wheels and she's got hops. 1 down now for Park. 1 for 2 with a single. Juliet going to try and keep the inning rolling in the right direction here. First pitch 4-seamer down and in. In there at the knees this time. 0-1. About the knees, chopped up the middle. Blacksmith dives just out of her reach into center field. First and second now with 1 down. Tramplers are threatening. Here comes Conrad, 0 for 2, and first pitch Prater's active. First pitch curveball down in the way. Chopper back to Philly Mack. Throw to second, 1. Blacksmith the first. Double play. You love to see it as we get out of the jam. Phillies through 6. Top 7, Dakota, Simmons, and Murphy coming up. Here's Dakota, 0 for 2 with an RBI ground out and a nice play in center field. And that is going to do it for Gage offside as he goes 6 innings today, giving up 8 hits, 4 earned runs, 3 strikeouts, and 1 big home run. That's currently put him in the L column right now. He also missed out on the quality start because of that home run. Out of the bullpen, locked-in reliever Matthias Anderson. Rivers. Jesus Christ, that's the wrong name. Matthias Anderson is an actor. Matthias Rivers is a reliever. He's locked in with an ERA of 0 and a whip of 0.60. 2 strikeouts, and he has volatile at tier 2. K Neglector will be active at tier 2 when he gets to 2 strikes. Hey, Silver Spring, welcome in, buddy. Nice to see you again. Hopefully your day's been well, and yes, it is a wonderful day for the minor leagues. Slider misses outside. 1-0 is Dakota not ready for it. Another curveball this time, actually. Hits the edge. 1-1. Nice pitch from Rivers. Slider up and in. Soft liner into center, but it hangs up for Maloney. 1 down. Here's Simmons. 1 through the single and locked in. Curve in there at the letters. 0-1. Definitely had my off. Curveball away. Misses. 1-1. A little high as well. Curve. Checked low. 2-1. Peter away. Lined over short. Over the diving glove of Park. That's a base hit. Simmons is, I believe, second hit today. He's 2 for 4. It's a moment 1 down from Murphy, who's 1 for 3 with a single. Curve up and away, outside, 1-0. Slider up and away. Ooh, he got the corner. Nice pitch, 1-1. Got the corner again, same spot, 1-2. K Neglector activates against tier 2. Little hack, though. Heater up, lined into center field as Murphy was ready for the heater. He sends it back where it came from. 2 on, 1 down. And now he's 2 for 4. Here's Ventura 0 for 3. Can we keep the rally going? Ventura lined at the short last at bat. Down in the way, heater misses low. 1-0. Dribble down and in, skied into left field. Foul territory, hanging up though, and running over is Compton. Good range, 2 down. And here's Pruitt, 2 for 3, 2-run homer last bat. He's also singled. Curve misses low, 1-0. Heater up, roped over! No, knocked down by Schmidt on the leap, and Pruitt is not fast. She'll throw him out at first to end the inning. Great job to save extra bases there from Schmidt. S-tier player comes through for her team. Bottom 7, it's 4-3. Tedson, Dyer, and Maloney coming up. Billy Mack only at 70 pitches, so I'll let him start the inning. He gives up a base runner, though I'll pull him. Tedson 0 for 2 today with 1 strikeout. We'll see if stimulated activated. It did for Ventura, so he'll stay in the game. It also activated for Briggs, so maybe I'm inclined to use her out of the pen despite her being slightly tired. Did not activate for Lowry, though. It also did not activate for Pruitt either. Okay. I don't think anyone on their team had it. No, they didn't, so we're good. Heater down and in, ball 1. Dribble down. Chased, fouled back. 1-1. There we go. Let it away. Ooh, hit pretty well. Deep right center field. Dakota on the run, chasing after it. Lays out, well out of her reach, though, as it one hops the fence. She'll get it in quickly, but that is going to be a leadoff triple here for Tedson, as that puts him 90 feet away from scoring for Dyer, who's 0 for 2. So we are going to go to the bullpen here. And we are going to go to Heidi Briggs with Tier 2 stimulated. We're going to see if she can get out of the jam here. All right, and we are going to move the infield in here because that's a tying run. 9, 1, and 2 due up. They got to try and get it home. Briggs did not give up a run in her first appearance. She struck out 2 and has a whip of 1. We welcome you to Salt Lake City, Utah, home of the Utah Tramplers. It is the Hawaii Dive Bombers taking on the Utah Tramplers now on FS1 Fox Sports 1. The reason why we are on that channel, because of MLB World Series on regular Fox. Yep, that is true. Working me down. Taking low from Briggs, 1-0. Go down and in. Grounder right at Benwood, and the runner's coming home. And we got him in a rundown. Here we go. He got greedy. Ventura tags him out for the first out of the inning. Good pitching by Briggs to keep it in the infield. Next up, Maloney 0 for 2 with a walk. We're up and in. Pulled foul into our dugout. Look out, guys. 0-1. Go down the way. Chopper back up the middle. Slow roller. Blacksmith there. Flip the second one. Benwood to first. Not in time. Fielder's choice. 2 down for Schmidt. 1 for 3 with an RBI double. Saved a run last inning. Now trying to cash in another one to tie it up. Slider down and in on the first one. Chopper in the hole to second. Blacksmith ranges over. Throw to first, and that ends the inning. Briggs comes in and gets him 1, 2, 3 to the 8th. It's 4-3. Benwood, Blacksmith, and McDonald coming up. Here's Benwood. He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout and 10s. Curve, taken low, 1-0. Rivers staying out there. Dribble down, ripped foul by Benwood. He's out in front, 1-1. Get up and away. High hopper to third, right at Dyer. He'll throw to first, 1 down. Next up, Blacksmith 2 for 3 with an RBI double and a single today. Curve away, strike called, 0-1. Slider misses outside, 1-1. About the knees, turned on by Blacksmith, hit deep to left field, heading for the high wall, out of room, looking up Compton, drop it in on the target. It's a home run for Blacksmith as the 10th year vet puts it in the seats, her first of the year, and it is now 5-3 as we get some much needed insurance. Breaking news, the Super Mega Hockey League faces off for the start of the season for the 99th year now in the league, Arizona Coyotes. I know there's an NHL team, but they moved to this league as they take on the Detroit Hot Rods. That's fair, as they're not very good in the regular league. Heater down and into Lee Mack is a called strike. 0-1 as Rivers is no longer locked in. Heater high, 1-0. I'm very surprised they didn't make a move. Ball hangs, pulled down the right field line. It stays fair for Lee Mack into the corner. Legstrong tracking it down. She'll throw it in quickly, and we're not running on that arm as we would have been dead. So it's only a single, and here's DeKennis, who's 0 for 3. And out of the bullpen is their closer, Ian Nolan, as he's going to try and keep it a 2-run game here and get the last 5 outs. Tier 2 consistent, Tier 3 wild thing. 13.50 ERA, 3 whip, and 1 strikeout. Slider taken low from the S tier closer. 1-0. Forkball down and in, chased it, missed it inside, 1-1. Heater up and away, line by DeKennis to left center field. Is going to get down in front of Compton for a hit. First and second with 1 down. That is going to bring up Dakota for 3 with an RBI groundout. Breaking news, that field that just threw to second base was a quarterback. Yes, Legstrong, I believe, was in the... she was either in the XFL or the... oh my god, the Arena Football League, from what I remember. She's got a cannon. Played for her high school football team. Slider down in the way, that's a strike. 0-1. Slider in, chopper to second, slow roller. Schmidt the second one, Park to first. That's a double play, and that'll end the inning. Bottom 8, it's 5-3. Compton, Roca, and Legstrong. Heart of the lineup coming up. Here's Compton, 1 for 3 with a single. Briggs will stay out there with Tier 2 reverse splits. Tier 2 stimulated as she only threw 5 pitches last inning. Heater down in the way low, 1-0. Pull down and in. Pulled foul, out of play, 1-1. Slider pin. Checked, called a strike on the corner, 1-2. Receiver up and away. Chased and out of play, fouled, 1-2. Receiver down in the way. Fouled off again as he stays alive. Slider down and in. Low in the dirt, 2-2. Ball put in. Foul back, Compton with a good fight as this is the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Heater down in the way low, 3-2. Make it 9 pitches. Heater away, hitting the hole to short, past the diving Benwood, it's a base hit. Compton with a 9-pitch battle gets on with the leadoff single hitter, start the 8th. Now to bring up Roca, 2 for 2 with the 2-run homer, a single and a walk today. And I think I'm going to pull Briggs here. I know she's stimulated and with reverse splits here, but not liking the matchup. I'm not going to burn Lowry now. I'm going to save him. So we are going to go to the lefty, Leno Long. And he'll force Park to bat right, not Park. He'll force Roca to bat right-handed for the first time today. Making his debut in his sophomore season, left-handed specialist and volatile reliever. Tier 3 volatile, Tier 2 specialist for Long. Jason Roca, who's 2 for 2 today from the left side of the plate, will now bat right-handed for the first time. Heater down in the way, fouled off from the side armor, 0-1. Curveball down and in. Chopper back to Long. He'll throw to second. 1. Blacksmith to first. Double play. Ooh, love to see it as that was a horribly timed voice crack. Legstrong up next, 1 for 3 with a single. Breaking news, a Little League player craps his pants in the middle of an at-bat, and then diarrhea came to home plate as he ate a taco. Pooh, a better version of Taco Bell, but not by much. And the baseball stadium flooded with diarrhea. I can't believe I'm talking about this. I'm quitting my new job. See you later. Yeah, I probably would quit too if I had to describe that. First pitch, 2-seamer inside. Misses from Legstrong, 1-0. Heater down and in. There we go, on the knees, 1-1. Come down and in. Inside off the edge, 2-1. 2-seamer up and in. Strike called, 2-2. Where's he been down in the way? Chased, fouled back. Staying alive, 2-2. 2-seamer up and away. Ooh, nope, checked high, 3-2. Go down and in. Blooper over short, Benwood chasing after it. Makes the catch with his back to the infield, and that's a 1-2-3 inning. For Long as he comes out of the pen, gets a double play, and then gets a pop-out. Top 9, Simmons, Murphy, and Ventura looking to add on. Bro, throwing like Tyler Rogers, indeed. There's Simmons, Tier 2 first pitch slayer, 2 for 2 singles. Yeah, because Tyler is the left-hander, Taylor's the right-hander, if I remember correctly. I know they're brothers. Slider away in the first one, roped one hopper to Park, who picks it, throw to first, 1 down. Not going to get it past the magic hands there at short. There's Murphy, 2 for 2 singles. Slider down and in, chased and skied to right. That's going to hang up out there for Legstrong, 2 down. And here is Ventura for 4 today, but he is stimulated. That's the only reason he's staying in. Down in the way, Heater at the knees at 100, 0-1. Workball down and in, chopper to third, right at Dyer. He'll throw to first. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Nolan. So Nolan gets the 5 outs he needs. Bottom 9, Park, Conrad, and Tedson are going to try and keep it rolling. Park first up, 2 for 3 with 2 singles, and the lefty specialist is activated here from long. But we are going to go to our closer. Leon Lowry will make his season debut as he comes out of the pen looking for the save. Tier 2 reverse splits remains active, so no harm, no foul there. Breaking news, someone is saying Skippity Toilet Ohio. Who gave that kid alcohol? Yes, that is a very good question indeed. Lowry's been our closer for the last 4 or so seasons. Takes a heater low, down and in, 0-1. Cutter up and in. Lined into center field. Dakota will watch it drop, and that's going to bring the tying run to the plate for the Tramplers here in the 9th with nobody out. Next up, Conrad, 0 for 3 with Tier 2 first pitch prayer. Check of the runner. Cutter up, strike called, 0-1. Slider down. Chased, hit up the middle, though. That is a seeing eye base hit, and the tying run is now on. Winning run coming to the plate for the Tramplers here as that's 2 singles to start the inning. Oh my God, that's Tyler Rogers. Can you sign my pineapple pizza? Ted Snuff 1 for 3 with the triple. First pitch slider down in the way. Low 1-0. Heater down and in. One hop right at Murphy on the liner. 1 down. Next up, Dyer 0 for 3 today. Cutter up and away. Check strike 0-1. Down in the way. Grounder up the middle. Blacksmith is there. Backhand. Flip to Benwood, who drops it. Throw to first. Not in time. E6. And the inning continues. Winning run at first for Maloney. 0 for 3 with a walk. All right, Benwood, you're coming out. We're going to go to Zechariah Rahan there at short. Rookie enters at shortstop. The heater down. That's low. 1-0. Slider down and in. Ripped foul, out of play. 1-1. Cutter up and away. Blooper over third. That's foul. 1-2. Where's he down and away? Off the corner. 2-2. The kid is still saying Skid Toilet Ohio Whistler 67 fan tax. Yeah. Damn that brain rot. Cutter down and in. Chased and fouled back. Will stay alive at 2-2. Where's him down in the way? Chopper to third. Ventura there. Throws the Blacksmith. 1. Blacksmith the first. Double play. You love to say it as that ends the game. Bombers strand. The bases loaded in the 9th. And we get our first win of the season. We're 1-2 now on the year. Bombers win 5-3 over the Tramplers, handing them their first loss as they fall to 2-1. Got a little hairy there in the 9th, not going to lie. Should not have been that bad, but Lowry's rusty. He hasn't pitched all year, so I'll cut him some slack. But, like, Jesus Christ, guys, come on. My heart. I can't do this, man. I really can't. Decent, even offensive day for both teams as both get over 10 hits. We only made the 1 error, which was Benwood there in the 9th. So almost screwed us, thank God. This is your press box mic. Here, please stop saying brain rot or else we are going to have to take you to therapy for 2 billion years. And even then, it might still not be enough. Looking at the RBI totals, 2 for Pruitt on a home run, 2 for Blacksmith, 1 on a home run, 1 on a double. And Dakota with the RBI groundout scored our first run of the year. She was actually one of only 3 batters hitless today, her, Benwood, and Ventura. On the other side for the Tramplers, RBIs today for Schmidt on a double, Roca on a 2-run homer. And everyone in their lineup got a hit today except Dyer and Maloney. Philly Mack gets the win, 6 quality plus innings, 8 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 4 homers, and 1 homer and 4 strikeouts. He improves to 1-0. Briggs an innings plus scoreless, 1 hit given up. Long an inning clean as he comes out of the bullpen to get a double play ball and a pop out. And then Lowry with the save despite giving up 2 hits and 1 error, stranding the bases loaded, his first save of the year. Offside, 6 innings, takes the loss, 8 hits, 4 earned runs, 3 strikeouts, and a homer. He falls to 0-1. Rivers, inning and a third, 4 hits, 1 earned run on a home run to Blacksmith. And Nolan, inning and 2/3, scoreless, giving up 1 hit. Player of the game is Blacksmith, who was a triple shy of the cycle with 2 runs driven in. Followed by Rocco with the 2-run homer. She also walked and singled. And then Pruitt, who was 2 for 4 with a 2-run homer. That is a win. We will take it any way we get them. We're finally off the schneid. The championship hangover has ended. Now we just have to build on this momentum in the next one, and then we'll start simming some games here. We're probably going to go a little bit faster paced in this season after next game. Maybe sim instead of 4 games, maybe 8, just to see how things shake out in the first half. We'll see how things are going, though. If things are going really bad early, though, we might stop after the 4. But if things are moving along nicely, we might sim 8. We'll see. Philly Mac or Pruitt? Damn it, I hate this. They both did all right today. Like, Philly Mac had a quality start, and Pruitt had that home run, which ended up being the difference maker. So, and I think they're both like the same age. Philly's 24, Pruitt is 23. So yeah, equivocally they're the same age. Who's more expensive? Pruitt 13.8, Philly Mac 13.7. Again, they're the same. Philly Mac though is further under his price point than Pruitt is, so I will drop Pruitt's loyalty. That's the decider right there. Try to keep Philly as happy as possible because it's going to be tougher to re-sign him when he's further below his price point. All right, looking around the league, what do we got going on? Chance to develop arm for Rahan. That'd be nice on our utility fielder. What else we got? Bryson Thicket has a development opportunity. He doesn't need the velocity, so I'll pass. Lino Long, +9 junk as he develops after a nice clean inning today, going up to 83 junk. Love it. Grant Tucker will go to the Riddles on the bench, so replace veteran Forrest Dapper. Ha ha! Suck it, Forrest. All right, 1% chance on Simmons's. He doesn't need this, honestly. Radical, we're not developing a 37-year-old. Murphy doesn't need the contact. Thicket does not need the velocity either. Wish it was accuracy. Pruitt, extra speed. That would be nice. I can probably save still for this one. And Rahan, we have 2 games on this one. We're definitely buying this one. We may buy this one. We'll see. All right, let's sim up to the next one here, and then we'll call it a day. Riddles taking on the Champs here. Champs do win 4-3, so they defeat the Riddles. Champs move to 3-0. Thumpers taking on the Bards. Thumpers hold on to win 7-5 as they go to 2-1 and take sole possession of first place. False Knights defeat the Toucans. Furry Flyers beat the Beasts, so they are now 3-0 to start the year. Gold Coats taking on the Blue Zeros here, and the Gold Coats are going to hold on and win 11-9 as they almost blew that lead. They are 3-0 now as well. Swampers taking on the Night Bats. Final game of the Sim, or second game, next to last game of the Sim. Swampers win. Leatherwings and Nocturnals. Leatherwings hold on and win 5-3. All right, so we're 1-2. We're still in last place, but at least we're off the schneid now. All right, next up are the Bird Lizards, and their number 3 is on the mound. Will be left-hander veteran Jamison Lester, who has regressed a little bit now in his older years. Tier 1 Metalhead, Tier 2 Choker, and on the mound for us will be our 4, Lee Mack, the two-way pitcher and infielder. Lineup for us will lead off with Simmons locked in again, and Murphy, Pruitt, Blacksmith locked in. Ventura drops down in the order. That's a good move. Driver will be back in the lineup. Okay. DeKennis, Benwood, and McDonald. I'm actually going to move Ventura further down because he's just not hitting either. Neither is Benwood, so both of them at the bottom. And I will put DeKennis over Driver. So there we go. So it really would be Simmons, Murphy, Pruitt, Blacksmith, DeKennis, Driver, Ventura, Benwood, and McDonald. That is going to do it for this episode, everybody. Big win for the Bombers as we're finally off the schneid here in year 12 as we get our first win of the season, holding on to win 5-3. Despite loading the bases in the 9th inning, we got out of the jam without a run scoring. So we got the win. The championship hangover is over. Now we just need to build on this momentum in the next one against our division rivals, the Bird Lizards. And it will also be our home opener where we'll be hanging our championship banner. So, yay! Tune in for that one next time out. If you made it this deep, guys, thank you so much for sticking around. I appreciate the support as always. If you haven't already, hit the follow and or subscribe buttons down below here on Twitch to be notified next time I go live. If you're watching here, that is... You can, okay. And then over on YouTube, if you're watching this, you can leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. Link to Twitch is down in the description below if you want to come over here and watch the games live before they're posted. And you can also follow me over on this platform as well if you so choose. That's at @PracNasty over here for those curious. Shout out to Silver Spring for tuning in and chatting with me here at the end of the stream. Everyone else, I'll catch you on the next one. Until then, this is the Nasty One, signing off. A wonderful day, evening, or afternoon, wherever you guys may be.